And we're back. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. And we're getting down to the brass tacks here. I've got all of these edges sanded now, where I laid down the fiberglass tape over the strakes. Got all four of them all smoothed out. And the only thing I have left to do is I need to lay a strip of tape over this corner right here. I talked about that in a previous video, and I just need to get that done this morning. I laid this little strip down here about a week ago, and I've got the edges knocked down, got everything smoothed down, so we are almost there. We're almost ready to lay down that last layer of fiberglass, and after that's done, I'll get it faired out and get it painted and get her flipped back over. All right, folks, that's all I have for you for right now. I need to get this done. We'll see you in a moment. I told you I'd be back, didn't I? And just like that, that last little strip of fiberglass tape is laid down. And all I have to do now is just wait for that to set up. Once that's set up, I'll come back, knock down that little high edge right there, both sides. Always have to smooth that down. And really have nothing left to do but put those last pieces of fiberglass cloth across the bottom. All right, folks, I will see you in the next segment. Oh boy, got about 2 more miles to go there. Alright, I'll be back when that's done. Okay folks, I'm back. And by the time you see this video, it will probably have been at least a couple of weeks since I uploaded that last video. And there's a couple of reasons why it's taking a little bit longer. First of all, it's just the weather. I mean, it has been extremely hot here in North Texas, and it's not slowing down any. It's not cooling down any, and we're not going to get a break anytime soon. Next thing that has been holding me up is just all the little meticulous detail work that I'm having to do to get this ready to lay those last pieces of fiberglass down on the bottom there. Mainly what I'm talking about is all this sanding that I'm having to do to these edges. Whenever I lay down a piece of fiberglass tape, I've got to come back and knock down the edge along its entire length. And I have explained that in the past. It's because of that little piece of fabric, that little piece of fiberglass that they have woven into the edge on that tape. And I don't know if you can see that in that video right there or not, but there is a little piece of fiberglass strand woven into the edge, and whenever you lay this tape down, that creates a little high spot along that edge that has to be knocked down, or otherwise the next layer is not going to lay down completely flat and you're going to get air bubbles. So I'm having to do that. I'm fighting the weather, and like I said, it has been hot. And when I got home tonight, I got home from work just a little bit early, and it was about 10 o'clock, and it was still 105 out here in the garage. Of course, that was with the door closed. It's a little bit better right now. What I'm getting ready to do now, though, is I need to give the entire bottom of the hull a good wipe down with denatured alcohol, get it ready for that piece of fabric, because I do have all of this done right here. All the sanding is complete. I'm going to have to go over the hull. I'm going to show you on the other side over here. The light's better. I am going to have to go over the hull and look for any places like this right here. And again, I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that will show up in the video. Any place where resin ran down the side of the hull when I was doing other fiberglass work, I've got to go and knock all those down. They're going to create high spots. I've got to find them and sand them down, and that's part of all that detail work I was talking about. And it's meticulous. It's time consuming, but it's got to be done if I want this to look right, and of course I want this to look right. But anyway, I'm going to get the bottom cleaned off here. Just got some stuff laying on the bottom of the hull here. I just need to clean it off, and then give it that good wipe down, like I said, with denatured alcohol. And I will get that taken care of tonight. I will be back to you here momentarily. And good morning, I'm back. And as you can see right there, I've got that fabric laid out, and I'm just going to let that relax there for a couple of days before I get out here with the resin and start wetting it down. But that's it. Once I get the time to do that, I'll get out here and get it done. Figure that's going to take probably 4 or 5 hours to get all this done. I'm going to try to do this in one piece. Now this is not one piece of fabric. It's actually 2 pieces excuse me, split down the middle, and of course I'm just going to lay it down 1/2 at a time. And the only real issue that I can kind of see is that I'm going to be maybe fighting these strakes a little bit, trying to get it to tuck into the radiuses. You know, we'll just we'll deal with it. Other thing I need to do is take care of little spots like this right here. Hopefully you can see that. Let me find it there. Yeah, where I snagged it. And the best way to do that is just kind of come out, rub it around with your finger a little bit, and that tends to get that fabric to, those little strands, to go back where they belong. Sit there and just keep rubbing it with your finger, and then eventually that little spot goes away. Of course, this one's not going to work with me. There we go, just like that, and it's gone. Any place like that where I've snagged the material, and you're going to snag the material because the wood's going to have little splinters in it, and there's even going to be little pieces of glass sticking up from the bottom layer. So you're going to get little tiny snags like that. Another one right here. Let me see. Yep. Let's see if we can get a little bit better shot of that. Do the same thing. Just come back, kind of rub it in a circle. Just sort of pat it out a little bit, and just get those strands to go back even, like they should be, like they originally were, the way they were woven. Like that. Yeah, and of course I got some little rough areas on my hand there, some little pieces of skin, kind of like calluses, I guess, and they're actually grabbing that material. So I just got to find a smooth spot on my thumb, on my finger, on my hand, and just kind of rub that in a circle back and forth till the fabric just falls back into place, just like that. Right, folks, I'll get that kind of stuff taken care of. And it is Friday morning. I'm going to try to get out here tomorrow and get this done. Depends on what the weather is going to do, how hot it's going to be. What I'll probably do is take the resin inside, let it cool to room temperature in the air conditioning, and then I'll cut it with a little bit of acetone. That also buys me a little bit more time. And then I'll get out here with the rollers and the rolling pin, and we'll get after it. And like I said, we got little places like this that we need to fix. Now, why can't they all be that easy? Okay, you get the idea. Just got to go over it with a fine-tooth comb and get all those little areas worked out. And we're just going to let that relax overnight. Okay, folks, I will catch you in the next segment. We'll see you then. Okay, it looks like I missed my window, and if you recall from previous videos, I was trying to press forward with the fiberglass work to get this done in the month of June. Well, I missed that window, and wanted to get that done before the temperatures got really hot, and unfortunately did not make it in time. And we are now seeing temperatures, forecast highs for next week, 107, 108, 109, and that is just too hot to get out here and work on this boat, to lay down this fiberglass. And yeah, I could take the resin in the house, bring it down to room temperature, take it into the air conditioning, and bring it down to whatever the temperature is inside the house. But this surface right here is still 102, 105, and it would just cause that resin to fire off so fast I would not have enough work time, even with the slow hardener. And it's too hot is too hot. There's nothing I can do. I can't control that, and all I can do now is wait for the weather to break until we get out of these extremely hot days that we're having, the 105s and 106s and 107s. I can manage mid-90s. I can get out here and work on this and lay the stuff down even when it's mid-90s, 97, 98, and that I can manage. I would have just enough time to wet this out and get it laid down and stretched out and laid in place like I want it, even with the temperatures in the mid-90s, but not when it's 107, 108 degrees. It's just too hot. The resin just cooks off too fast, and so there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is wait. It is getting toward the end of July now, and we're going to get into August, so probably not going to have any relief anytime soon. I know this was not what you were expecting to see. Like I said, I was hoping to have this down before now, but I didn't make it, and so all I can do is wait. We just got to wait until the weather cools off just a little bit. I'm not talking about fall temperatures. I'm just saying that we need to get out of these 105 and 106 degree days. So until then, I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like I say, I can't control the weather. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know when it's going to cool down, but I do have one little project here that I can be working on. I need to bolt some stainless steel plates to the stern here on both sides, inside and out, and I have two pieces cut for that. This is 316L stainless. It's marine grade, and that's basically a rub plate. And the reason that I want to bolt these pieces of stainless here in this area is because this is where the outboard will mount. And of course, if you have any experience with outboard motors, they vibrate. And I've seen outboards that even in aluminum John boats that the clamps have just dug into the transom, and so that stainless steel hopefully will prevent that from happening. I don't want my outboard to end up at the bottom of a river or a lake, or at the bottom of a bay somewhere. So that's what that is for. I can get out here, I can cut this piece to the shape that I need it to be for this area right here, and likewise I have another little smaller piece for the inside of the transom area. I can be working on that. I can't bolt them in. I don't want to bolt them in until I get all this ferried out and painted, and then we'll just put them on with some marine sealer. But that's it. Hopefully, maybe a couple of weeks from now, I'll be able to post a video showing you the wetting out of this last layer of fiberglass. But like I say, I don't know when that's going to be. This is summertime in North Texas. It's just, we're at the mercy of the weather right now. All right, folks, I wish I had better news. Would really much rather be showing you the completion of the fiberglass work here, but we wait. All right, we will catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching, And thank you to all my subscribers. And as always, in all things, to God be the glory.